Hello everybody, I am Angry Bird. Today we have the start of the Steel Division League. We're going to be casting Group 1 and what a start this is. Game number 1 of potentially 2 of the favourites to take the Steel Division League crown. Gonzo versus Wlochaty. And yeah, it's interesting that we're starting off with pretty much 2 of the favourites. Definitely, I think 2 of the top 4 in the league, but I'm sure it won't go as anyone predicts. I'm sure there'll be lots of twists and turns. So, Gonzo, he is playing the 116th on Maverick, and Wlochaty is playing the Second Guards Tank Corps on Balanced. Quite a difference in income level, and Wlochaty is really going to be hoping to hold out against Gonzo's Maverick attack and basically hold on till C phase, at which point he can use the income advantage to his favour. So definitely going to be a do or die attack for Gonzo. I've highlighted his heavy tanks: Phase B, 2 Panther A's, 3 Panther G's and another 3 Panther G's. That is it. No Phase C units in the tank tab. So if Wlochaty manages to get through to Phase B and take out those 6 Panther G's, then he certainly can turn the tide. I'm guessing he's going to hope on the in terms of using the Second Guards Tank Corps. I've highlighted the Phase A anti-tank guns. He's going to want to keep hold of those anti-tank guns. If Gonzo starts taking them out, then Wlochaty could be in trouble, because they're his best bet to take out the heavy tanks. The tanks of his own, well, the T-34-85s may do the job, but they're definitely outshined by the Panther G's. I guess Wlochaty's gonna hope to get out the numbers, and he's gonna try and play the numbers game, but balanced income, it's gonna be difficult, that's for sure. So just waiting for the game to get underway, and then we will join the action. Let's have a look at the setup. So Gonzo on the left hand side, definitely going heavy on this left. Panther A, the 2 star, he's got 2 Panther A's in Phase A, and he's bringing them one out right at the start. So this northern push is where Gonzo is going to make or break the game, and then looks like very much a holding force in the centre and in the southern side. He's not even going for this flag on the southern side. So Wlochaty, hopefully if he can pick up that flag, that's at least one flag he might be able to hold in the early phases. But certainly this northern push, no anti-tank. Oh wait, hang on a minute. 1 ZIS-2 up on the northern side, and he is going to need that ZIS-2 to take on the Panther 3L, Panther 3N, Panther A and the 234/1s. Those 234/1s, they cannot be underestimated. The autocannon units, they certainly cannot be underestimated. Wlochaty pushing the Sapari PPSH in early, and certainly in the central ground as well. Looks like Ognamachiki probably going to try and push as far as they can and just take out early flags and kind of try and put Gonzo on the back foot. But so far the northern skirmishers, the Panther A's, lining up for shots down the road, but luckily Wlochaty does unload the infantry in time. But the Panzergrens are now engaging, and these 234/1s as well as the IG-18 are going to rip the Sapari to shreds before they can get into cover, as well as the Guardia DP. And if those 2 units go down for Wlochaty, it's looking difficult on this top side. We do have a second ZIS-3 gun in the northern area, but that's got to get it into a firing position, and if these infantry go down, then they could well get overwhelmed by the infantry of Gonzo pushing forward Pioneers, and hopefully this 2 gun will get into position. But Once that's revealed, I'm imagining Gonzo is going to try and target that. Perhaps, I don't think he has artillery out on the field at the moment, but he is certainly going to target that ZIS-2 gun, because he is not going to want to leave that there unopposed. Crew killed on the 251 half track and a bailout, but both Pioneers are unloaded and proceeding across open ground. The ZSU M17, fantastic position to hold off those Pioneer units, although has to watch out for the 234/1, and the ZIS-2 gets the kill on one of the autocannon autocannon light units, and Gonzo is hunting that ZSU. He is on the hunt for that ZSU. If Wlochaty can get the ZIS-3 into position, he might have a chance. The ZIS-2 is getting engaged by the Panzer IIIN and the Panther A now, 2 against 1. The ZIS-2 goes down, and Wlochaty is in trouble if he doesn't get this ZIS-3 gun into position. The ZSU with the gun jam, and that's a difficult loss early on, because that is his anti-air on this northern side. So Gonzo certainly, continuing his famous aggression in the early phases of the game. Watching him in in the Steel Division Normandy League, he was certainly famous for these A-phase aggressive pushers, and has not changed, that's for sure. Let's quickly look down at the middle and the southern areas. It looks like Wlochaty's middle defensive force has been defeated now, really, and if that flag turns over to Gonzo, that will be, I'm sure he will push up now, and that will be another flag in his favour. So Wlochaty, a lot of units in this southern side, and while he's holding the flag, he has invested quite a lot to get down here, as well as the anti-tank guns. So that's certainly a lot of his points have gone into investing into defending this area, and I think he could use those points up north. The push from Gonzo in the northern sector is continuing. He's now at a 14-10 and will win the game in 31 minutes. So Wlochaty got to take defensive positions now and hold off to phase C. Obviously he's struggling on the income front, and Gonzo picking up another flag in the centre, going to the 15-9, and it's difficult to see that flag being picked up again, certainly for some time. Wlochaty's kind of got to concentrate on taking back this flag here and getting units into this forest, but with the excellent use of the SBW 234/1s, Gonzo is going to make that extremely difficult. And the Panzer IIIN as well, fantastic infantry support tank. The HE shells firing at 12 rounds a minute, 2 damage, fantastic infantry support tank. And another ZIS-2 gun in the top, and the Panzer IIIAU will be in trouble when this ZIS-2 gun gets into position. Looks like it may just be out of line of sight, and yeah, nice positioning from Gonzo with that Panzer IIIAU, just sort of zoning out this northern forest, and as a result, Wlochaty's pushing this ZIS-2 gun sort of down to take out the Panzer IIIN and the SPW 234s, but as soon as they see that gun, they are going to open up, and the ZIS-2 gun might be able to take out one of them, but I can imagine that once those autocannon units and the Panzer IIIN open up on it, it's going to be difficult to survive. The spalling hit on the first, the 234/1, and that goes down. Gonzo now moving forwards. He's not afraid of that as his 2 gun. He has the numbers, although the driver kill on the Panzer IIIN takes out another one, and down goes the Panzer IIIN. So if Wlochaty can take out this 234/1 as well, then that certainly deals a blow to Gonzo's northern forces. The Pioneers in the forest are kind of controlling this northern zone and stopping Wlochaty from reinforcing. The Panzer IIIN down the roads, sort of in the central here, along with the Panther A, kind of zoning off this supply route. So Wlochaty is having to push up north and is really struggling. So the Ognimachiki that were in this compound here have now been defeated, and that gives Gonzo continues to get the 15-9. And the game will be over in 14 minutes time if it continues as it is now. Gonzo looking to push up for another flag up the top of the hill, but the OB25 is in position and should take out that half track, although it is now stressed after taking shots from various units. I think it's probably the SDFK half tracks stressing it out, possibly the Panzer IIIN, but perhaps just out of range. Down goes the OB25. Another one comes in to cover, and these half tracks are really causing a problem now. The infantry all in this northern sector is falling back, and they're falling straight towards the half track. One of them gets gum jammed, and Wlochaty, he does now go down, but he's not getting luck. He's not getting those first time hits which he needs right now, because if that half track can get out the way here, it's got free reign over these infantry, and is out of line of sight of the ZIS-3 gun in the northern sector. The SBW 234/1 pushing very far forward, trying to target the ZIS-3 gun, but does get crew panicked before it can get on fire. The Guardia DP should take out the 25/1, and the flag does return into Wlochaty's hands, although Gonzo now with a 16-8 and certainly, or a 17-7 now. Certainly Wlochaty's finding it difficult with the balanced income, and the game will end in 12 minutes time if nothing changes. The Sapri PPSH and the Tanko Desaniki down in this southern area, I think they'll find it difficult to hold those positions. They are kind of low strength in terms of numbers, and the Panzer Grenadiers and Pioneers I think will pick up that with the help of the 234/1, and I can imagine that's another flag that will fall in Gonzo's favour. The Ju-87 comes in, and I'm not exactly sure, possibly took out the ZIS-3 gun that I think was here, but Wlochaty does bring in the Yak-1B and takes out that Ju-87. But look at the northern side. Gonzo now having brought in two Panzer IIILs. He's got the Panther A and the second Panther A that he brought in a phase. So both Panthers on the field. He's got the Panther IIIN in the central. Lots of vehicles. The only real opposition to them is the ZIS-2 gun right on the northern side, and it's difficult. Gonzo's got a lot of numbers on his side now, and it's looking increasingly difficult that Wlochaty is going to get back into this game. The Sapri PPSH holding on to the southern side have gone down, and if this 234/1 gets sight onto these Tanko Desaniki, they are going down. No anti-tank weapons to fight back, and the flag falls in Gonzo's favour. Briefly gets the 18-6, back to a 17-7. 10 minutes left of the game. I can't imagine Wlochaty is going to find it easy to come back, and look at that, Gonzo pushing very far forward with the G6R6. No anti-air on the side of Wlochaty, and it's just because he cannot afford it right now. He has the Yak-1B. Hopefully for him that will hold off the ME-109, but the fuel tank gets hit, although probably will be a self-sealing one, so does recover, goes in for the second engagement, and this time the ME-109 has the fuel tank hit. Must be a self-sealing fuel tank there. Go around for the third hit. The Panzer IIILs are engaging, and both take out each other. Wow, look at that engagement. Unbelievable. Wow, that will hurt Wlochaty a lot more than Gonzo. And Gonzo has the second 109 circling in the middle area. So Wlochaty has pushed back kind of into this southern area and is trying to pressure this flag. I think he needs to, this is the flag that he needs to get back control of if he can. In the central area, perhaps if he can take out this Panzer IIIN, he can put pressure on this compound and pull that flag back. So not completely out of it, but certainly in less than 10 minutes time Wlochaty will be defeated. He does bring in the is that the first, looks like a few T-34-85s coming in, and up till now Wlochaty has relied on the AT guns and not really brought in many tanks, but he has now got 3 tanks on the field, and maybe that's his strategy to kind of reply. The AT guns certainly weren't doing it for him, and apart from the Panthers, you know, a lot of these vehicles, they can be cleaned up quite easily by the T-34-85s, but he's got to watch out for the engagement with the Panther A, and immediately loses one of the T-34-85s there. That was a devastating loss on Wlochaty's side. The Zenart 37mm does come in and aims to sort of ward off further fighter aggression from Gonzo. The T-34-85 in the central area, looking to take out the Panzer IIIN and pressure the compound as mentioned. The mortar bikes are out of ammunition, and look at this in the town, one Wlochaty left, but Gonzo not pushing there. I think as soon as he pulls the trigger, he will, you know, take out that Wlochaty, and possibly the territory flip will be enough to put pressure on this second central flag. So Wlochaty bringing another Wlochaty, and that's basically just his income wise. He just needs to hang on at the moment, and kind of that balanced income is proving very difficult. Gonzo now has the 17-7 flag lead and will win in 7 minutes time. The Panther A, fantastic position, just shutting down this supply road, and Wlochaty now bringing in the ISU 152, but again this Panther A here and the Panzer IIIL again shutting down this supplied road. I mean, look at the combination of the Panther L here, the Panther A here shutting down the road from this position, and then the Panther A in the north shutting down the road from that position. Fantastic sort of fields of fire, and I mean Wlochaty, he's bringing in reinforcements, but he's just struggling to move them forward, and this is why he's brought in the ISU, and hopefully will be able to get some success there. Takes out the Panzer IIIL in one hit, and if he can clear up this Panther A in the northern side, then at least, you know, he'll be able to start moving forward. But Gonzo bringing in the Panther A Führer as well, and every time Wlochaty downs a significant unit, Gonzo brings in another one. So that Maverick income being used very successfully. Wlochaty losing this flag in the centre, and with maybe an infantry unit in this forest, he would probably be able to pick that flag back up, but it's just really difficult to you know, micro in every position. I imagine he's concentrating a lot of efforts on this sort of northern sector, microing the ISU and the T-34-85 against the Panther A. The shooter knocked out on the ISU, and that's a difficult blow. Gonzo moving forward with the other Panther A's, and I think he's seeing the opportunity here. The Panzer IIIN with the I think, is that the standard AP rounds? No, he does have the heat shells, which do not lose penetration fall off, but it will pepper the tanks. Not quite penetrate at this range, but will get the criticals. The T-34-85 does now go down. The ISU is on its own, but can still prove fatal to Gonzo's plans. Does get the shooter knockout on the Panther A, but Gonzo moving forwards his other two Panthers, and I can't imagine that IS-2 is going to last much longer when it comes up against all three Panthers at once. The Panther A Führer moving into position, tracks broken on the ISU, and it's not going to be able to retreat, so yeah, that goes down. Wlochaty bringing in the combat to try and buff the ISU with the extra veterancy. He's now bringing in the second one, but they're costly units, and he doesn't have the income to bring in a lot of them. In the southern and central sides, we're seeing some action, but nothing major. Gonzo will push forward and pick up the kill against the Wlochaty, and luckily Wlochaty reinforced, which will make Gonzo weary about pushing further, because the front line didn't move when Gonzo took out that Wlochaty, so he knows there is more close by, although the Wlochaty now moving out into the open, and if they get picked off, wow, there we go. I think that's the game. Yes, the victory goes to Gonzo. 17 minutes, 33 seconds. Wow. Action right from the start, and Gonzo continuing the aggression from the previous Steel Division Normandy 44, gets the major victory, 1,800 kills to 850 losses, and Wlochaty was not able to hold against Gonzo's Maverick income. Let's have a look at the kills from Gonzo's side. So the Panther A takes out the Wlochaty, the ZIS-2 and the ZSU-17, keeping those ZIS-2 guns on the field and in firing sort of optimal positions would have been key to kind of holding back the onslaught from Gonzo, and unfortunately Wlochaty wasn't able to do that. I think as soon as those ZIS guns got revealed, Gonzo was straight on them using the SPW 234/1s to and the /3s, you know, to push forwards, and didn't give those ZIS-2 guns time to cycle through units really. Immediately as they fire, they come under return fire and under pressure, and weren't able to stay on the field. Let's have a look. The Panzergrens here take out the Razvedka Recon, Sapri PPSH and Wlochaty, so 3 nice kills there. The 234/1 takes out the ZIS-3, like I mentioned earlier. They were key at the start of the game. The Panzer IIIN here gets 2 kills on the T-34-85s. Definitely use those heat shells to its advantage, and that is difficult. They're difficult losses to take, T-34-85s, against a Panzer IIIN, because those Panzer IIINs I don't think are expensive tanks. I may well be wrong, but if I remember right, they're potentially only about 30 points apiece, and those T-34-85s are about 85 points. So yeah, major kills from that Panzer IIIN. The Panzer IIIL as well, taking out the ZIS-2 gun, so that was kind of key for Gonzo, taking out those anti-tank guns so he could continue to use his vehicles to push and support his infantry. And right at the end, the Panzer A Führer does take out the ISU, and wow, what a first game. So congratulations to Gonzo, picks up the first victory, and certainly if he can pick up the second game against Wlochaty, then that will put him in a commanding position in Group 1. I mean, both of those players certainly favourites to win the league come the end of the season, so to get a very early game victory against Wlochaty is certainly something Gonzo would have enjoyed. So thanks very much for watching. Please drop in the comments anything I missed throughout the game. Put down your favourite moment, whatever it may be. Also, any comments on the casts. This is the first cast of the Steel Division League that I've been able to do, so Anything you want to see in the cast, anything you want me to do differently, drop it down in the comments and I will read it and try and take it on board. Catch me again. I'm going to cover game number 2 in this matchup, and look forward to that coming shortly. So thanks very much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe.